Welcome back to Diablo Flamenco in honor of the Halloween season coming up. In this video we're going to take a look at the most cursed style of flamenco guitar music. So let's jump right into it. Peteneras is a style of flamenco that comes from a small town outside of Cádiz known as Peteneras Breakdown, and it is a 12-beat palo very similar to Soleá and Bulería. And this is known as the most cursed style in flamenco because of an old superstition in the Gypsy communities. The word petenera derived from a cantador, or a singer, known as La Petenera. She was a female singer back in the 1800s. And she was known to be the damnation of men due to her seductiveness while singing. So this palo is known to be cursed because there was a superstition that people who would perform this palo would have bad luck after the performance. Of course, this is an old superstition, that's not true, and these days there's an annual petenera competition in Cádiz where people get together and play this palo. So let's talk about the compas first, and then we're going to break down the compas using very basic chords. Peteneras uses the same 12-beat compas as Bulería. So unlike in Soleá, Alegría, and other palos like this where we start on beat 1, the petenera is going to start on beat 12. So the way that we would actually count this is 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This is the basic compas that we're going to work on in this video. So let's break down the chords we're going to use first, and then we'll talk about how to put it within the compas of the petenera. Keep in mind that I do have a cejilla or a capo on the first fret of my guitar today, but I'm going to be referring to the chords as if there wasn't a capo. So if you don't have a capo, you can play this petenera just fine with all the open strings without a capo. So we need 5 chords to play a basic petenera compas. And the first one we're going to use is an A minor chord. And that's middle finger on the 2nd fret of the D string for this note, ring finger 2nd fret on the G string for this note, and pointer finger 1st fret on B for this note. And we're going to play 5 strings starting from the A string. So we have a chord that sounds like this. And that is our A minor. The next chord is an E7 chord, and for that chord we need our middle finger on the 2nd fret of the A string for this note, and our pointer finger on the 1st fret of the G string for this note. Everything else is open, and that is our E7. Continuing on from the E7, we also have an E major chord that comes up at the end of the petenera compas. And to build an E major chord, we're just going to take the E7 shape, and we're just going to add our ring finger on the 2nd fret of the D string so we get this note. And then if we play all the strings, we have a chord that sounds like this. That is our E major. The next chord we have is a flamenco style G chord. And this isn't a bar chord G where we have all the strings held like this. What this is we're actually going to have our B and E strings open and the rest are held. So how we build this chord is pointer fingers on the 3rd fret on the 6th string, ring finger is on the 5th fret on A, pinky is also 5th fret on D, and the middle finger is 4th fret on G. And keep in mind that the B and E strings are all open. So we have this chord. The final chord in the mix is a flamenco F chord. So all we're going to do is if you take the flamenco F that we just did, slide it back to the 1st fret, now we have our flamenco F. And just like the previous chord, the B and E strings are both open. So pointer finger is now 1st fret on the 6th string, ring and pinky are 3rd fret on A and D, and the middle finger is 2nd fret on the G string. And that is our flamenco style F chord. What really stands out in the petenera is the use of strumming as well as a moving bass line. So let's break down the compas into sections. So the first 3 beats, we're going to build our A minor chord. And we're going to start by taking our thumb and doing a rest stroke on the A string. We're going to have that open A ring and then strum down twice. And technically this is beats 12, 1, and 2. So let's try that one more time. So open A, strum, strum, and that's on the A minor. We're going to do the same idea on our E7, but we're going to play the open 6th string with our thumb and then strum down twice. So it's the same pattern, just different chords. First on the A minor, then on the E7. So we have 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's A minor, open A, strum, strum, E7, open 6th string, strum, strum. One more time. 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. From here, we're going to go back to A minor, and we have this phrase. So you can hear that bass line moving around here. So first we have open A and a strum. Then we have 3rd fret on the A string. We're going to grab with our pinky, play that note, and then strum again. So far we have open A, strum, 3rd fret on A with the pinky, and strum. From here, we go 2nd fret on A string and open A. So far the count we have is 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that is the entire first compas. So let's try that one more time without me counting. So starting on our A minor. Into our next compas. After we finish here, we're going to go right to our flamenco G chord, and we're going to do the rest stroke followed by 2 strums. So that's rest stroke on the 6th string followed by 2 strums down. So this is 12, 1, 2. Then we're going to move back to our flamenco F, do the same thing. So far we have 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to play open 6th string and build our E major chord. So 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If you want to keep it simple, you can just do that. I'm just taking my thumb, raising down on 8 and 10 on that E major. So one more time. 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We can also do a couple variations here when we go to the 8 major. Instead of just strumming down like this and raising, you can do rasgados. You can go 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If you know how to rasgado. If you know how to do abanico, rasgado, you can also go 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. which I prefer to do. I think it's a little bit of a stronger ending. So it doesn't matter which version you pick, all depends on your skill level at the moment, and that is how we can play a really nice Petenera Compas. Now that you know how to play the Petenera, let's put everything together and try it one more time. We're going to play this Petenera twice. The first time I'm going to count along so we know where our beats are and our accents. And the second time we're going to play a full speed Petenera, but without me counting, as if you're going to perform this. So let's start on our A minor and get ready to play. And remember, we're starting on beat 12. So here we go. So we have 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's play it one more time. I'm not going to count this time. We'll go a little bit faster to make a more typical Petenera speed. So here we go. And that is our Petenera Compas. And that's all I'll give you for this lesson. I hope you enjoyed learning about Peteneras and the mysterious story behind it. And let me know down below in the comments section what you would like to see in a future video. And I will see you there. Hasta luego.